There's a store opening in your neighborhood right now. It's bright, it's cheap, and it promises to save you money. Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar. These stores are popping up faster than Starbucks, faster than McDonald's, faster than any retail chain in American history. Every 8 hours, a new dollar store opens somewhere in the United States. But here's the twist. The people who can least afford it are paying the highest price. Welcome to the hidden business behind dollar stores. Hi, I'm back with another deep dive into finance and business. Today, we're uncovering one of the most successful yet controversial business models in America. Dollar stores have become a $15 billion empire. And they're not just selling cheap products. They're reshaping entire communities, changing how millions of Americans shop, and making their executives incredibly wealthy. But at what cost? Let's start with something that sounds impossible. How do you make money selling everything for $1? Or, in the case of Dollar General, for just a few dollars? The answer is brilliantly simple and somewhat dark. It's called the poverty business model, and it's one of the most profitable strategies in retail today. First, location strategy. Dollar stores don't compete with Walmart or Target. They go where those big retailers won't. Rural towns with populations under 5,000 people, urban neighborhoods that supermarkets abandoned decades ago, places where the nearest grocery store is 10 miles away. These are called retail deserts or food deserts, and dollar stores have turned them into gold mines. They're not filling a gap in the market, they're creating a monopoly in areas with no alternatives. The math is ruthless. A typical Dollar General store is only 7,000 square feet. That's 15 times smaller than a Walmart. Smaller stores mean lower rent, lower utility bills, lower staffing costs. Most dollar stores operate with just 2 or 3 employees per shift. The manager, a cashier, maybe someone stocking shelves. Labor costs are minimal. The stores are designed for efficiency, not comfort. Concrete floors, basic shelving, minimal decoration. Every dollar saved on overhead is $1 of profit. Now let's talk about the products themselves. Walk into a dollar store and you'll notice something. Everything comes in smaller sizes. That bottle of laundry detergent? It's not the same size as the one at the supermarket. It's smaller. That box of cereal? Smaller. That package of toilet paper? Fewer rolls. This is the genius of the business model. They're not actually cheaper. They just look cheaper. Let me give you a real example. A 16-ounce bottle of name brand ketchup at a supermarket costs $3. That's about 19 cents per ounce. At a dollar store, you can get a 12-ounce bottle for $1.25. Sounds like a deal, right? Wrong. That's actually 10 cents per ounce. You're paying more for less, but it feels affordable in the moment. The sticker price is lower, but the unit price is higher. And when you're living paycheck to paycheck, that lower sticker price is all that matters. This is called poverty pricing, and it's devastatingly effective. Dollar stores know their customers don't have $40 to spend on a week's worth of groceries at Walmart. But they do have $5 for today's dinner. So dollar stores sell immediacy, not value. They're not competing on price per unit, they're competing on price per transaction. The product sourcing is equally strategic. Dollar stores buy in massive quantities, but they're not picky about what they buy. Close-out merchandise, overstock from other retailers, products from manufacturers that didn't meet quality standards for major chains, items with packaging defects that can't be sold elsewhere. They buy whatever is cheap and available. This is why the selection at dollar stores constantly changes. You can't rely on finding the same product twice because they're essentially buying whatever deals they can find. They also sell a lot of private label products, generic brands that cost even less to produce. These products often come from the same factories as name brands, just without the marketing costs. The profit margins on these items can be 60 to 70% compared to 20 to 30% on name brand products. But here's where it gets really interesting. The financial engineering behind these companies. Dollar General is publicly traded with a market cap of over $30 billion. These aren't mom-and-pop operations. They're sophisticated corporate machines with private equity backing and aggressive expansion strategies. They open new stores at an incredible pace, often using debt financing. They'll borrow money to open hundreds of stores per year, betting that the profit from new locations will exceed the cost of the debt. And it works. Dollar General's stock has grown over 4,000% in the past 20 years. Family Dollar was bought by Dollar Tree for nearly $9 billion. The executives and investors are making fortunes. Meanwhile, the average dollar store employee makes about $9 to $12 per hour, barely above minimum wage, often without benefits. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Are dollar stores good or bad for communities? The answer is complicated and honestly kind of depressing. On the surface, they provide access to affordable products in areas that have no other options. For someone in a rural town without a car, a dollar store might be the only place to buy groceries within walking distance. That's valuable, right? But here's the catch. Dollar stores actively prevent better options from arriving. When a dollar store opens in a small town, it siphons just enough business away from existing grocery stores to make them unprofitable. Those grocery stores close. Then, when anyone proposes opening a real supermarket, the economics don't work anymore because the dollar store has already captured the market. The community ends up stuck with a store that sells mostly processed foods, limited fresh produce, and products that are actually more expensive per unit. Recent research has confirmed what many suspected. Dollar stores don't solve food deserts, they worsen them. They create what's called a food mirage, appearing to provide access while actually limiting nutritional options. A typical dollar store dedicates only 15 to 20% of its space to food, and most of that is packaged, processed, shelf-stable items. Fresh vegetables, fresh meat. Forget it. You'll find frozen pizzas, canned goods, sugary snacks, and sodas. This has real health consequences. Communities with more dollar stores have higher rates of obesity and diet-related diseases. It's not because people are making bad choices, it's because their choices are limited. When the only store in town sells mostly junk food, that's what people eat. Some cities have started pushing back. Tulsa, Oklahoma passed ordinances limiting where dollar stores can open. Cleveland, Ohio did the same. These cities realized that saying yes to a dollar store often means saying no to a real grocery store for the next decade. But most places don't have these protections. Dollar stores have lobbying power, and they fight hard against regulation. There's also a labor issue that doesn't get enough attention. Dollar stores are notorious for understaffing. Employees report being forced to work alone during shifts, handling cash register, stocking, cleaning, and security all by themselves. This creates safety issues. Robberies are common at understaffed stores. Workers are pushed to the limit for minimal pay, while the company maximizes profit by keeping labor costs as low as legally possible. Let's talk numbers one more time, because they're staggering. There are now more dollar stores in America than Walmart and McDonald's locations combined. Over 35,000 dollar stores across the country. They're growing at about 10% per year. In some states, particularly in the South and rural areas, dollar stores outnumber supermarkets 3 to 1. The business model is so successful that it's expanding internationally. Dollar store concepts are spreading to other countries, adapting the poverty pricing model to different markets. It's becoming a global phenomenon. So what can you do as a consumer? First, understand what you're actually paying. Always check the unit price, the price per ounce, per count per unit. Your smartphone has a calculator. Do the math before you buy. Often, you're better off saving up for a larger package at a regular store, even if it means waiting a few days. Second, if you have the option, shop elsewhere. Support grocery stores that offer real value in fresh food. Yes, the upfront cost might be higher, but the long-term savings and health benefits are worth it. Third, get involved in your community. If a dollar store wants to open in your area, ask questions. What will happen to existing grocery stores? What kind of jobs will it create? Are there better alternatives? Your city council needs to hear from residents, not just corporate representatives. The hidden business behind dollar stores isn't really hidden at all. It's hiding in plain sight. Bright yellow signs, cheerful marketing, promises of savings. But underneath is a calculated strategy to extract maximum profit from America's most vulnerable communities. They're not selling products, they're selling the illusion of affordability while actually making poverty more expensive. Understanding this business model is crucial for anyone interested in finance, economics, or social justice. It's a perfect case study in how businesses can be wildly profitable while raising serious ethical questions. Is it wrong to make money from people who have no other options? Is it predatory, or is it just capitalism? I'll let you decide. But now you know the truth behind those dollar signs. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the business models that shape our world. Next time, we'll explore another controversial industry. See you then.